Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Why is this a little hazy? It's me. Can you see me? I think we need more light. Okay, I'm gonna get up and get more light. There we go. Hello, Citlali. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Allergies. Allergies had got the best of me. Hi, Richard. Allergies, sore throat is like the never-ending story of things happening. Hi, Euphoria. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to get my Halloween oracle. Please pardon me while I go down here looking for. Here they are. The oracles for today. It's a manic Monday, definitely, and or we can go with the other one that says Monday, Monday, tra la 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 la. Blue Witch presents Coffee Break with Laura González. We have our favorite mug. They all are. Real Chismosas of Chicago. It is a tongue-in-cheek joke about the Real Housewives. The only ever reality show I ever watched in my life is the very original first reality show that existed, the Orange County, Real Housewives of Orange County, and I think it's hilarious. And then when Work Meja came out with the cups, the Real Chismosas of Chicago, I have to get it. If you don't know what chismosas is or chisme, you need more Spanish speaking friends in your life because that's the tea. Chisme is the tea. So chismosas are the people that share the tea. I hope everybody is doing good and that you have a good weekend. I did have a very busy week and weekend. Thank you, Goddess. We were able to push through. First, we did the Witches' Night Out on the 16th and 17th. Allergies and all. I did the 2-day event, Witches' Night Out. One of my favorite events, and I get invited yearly. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, Fortuna. It's been a few years now. This was my third year doing that event. And if you don't know what Witches Night Out is in Joliet, Google it. They are a group of women that do this charity event. And with this event, it was the $1 million donation. They reached 1 million in donations this year. So I'm very happy to be part of that event every year. So we did that on Wednesday and Thursday. On Friday, we did the origin and traditions of the Day of the Dead. It was marvelous. We were there at Mestiza shop and it was just fantastic. And then on Saturday, of course, we did the Fair of Fortunes at the Maliways, and it was really, really good to be there and to catch up with the brothers and everybody that is at Maliway. And if you've never been to Maliway Brothers on the north side of Chicago, for why? Why haven't you? All right, we're going to do tarot today. And the tarot that we're using is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. Yes, this is a broken box. This is what I use. Don't mind me. And I think I shuffle enough times. Hi, Encantos de Yari. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's pull 2 cards. I didn't realize I've been yapping for so long already, and you guys are here for your cards. I'll be in Chicago and racing this weekend for Psycho Pump training. Good for you. Good for you. And what do I have this week? This weekend I'll be in Wisconsin, I'm gonna be at the Samhain celebration. Hi, Yeti. I forgot to say also we had the Goddess Circle last night, and more on that in a minute. So, folks, interesting cards. Interesting cards. As Samhain is approaching, we have very interesting tarot cards. I swear this, it might be something with the lens because I wonder where the lens is. Anyway, I'm not going to clean it right now. Um, Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords, reverse. If you ever had a reading with me in person, you know what I say when this card comes up. Reverse, you all gonna know now. I think you need to be more selfish. That's what I usually tell people when this card comes out in person. Seven of Swords is a very complicated card. I've been reading for 3 decades. I still don't know that I understand the Seven of Swords as much. But hi, Jesse. But we have this energy of stealing, going, um, not having peace of mind. But the energy is very confusing. Is it us not creating the situation or somebody else creating the situation and we are uneasy? It's very, very unique. Let's put it that way. So, my interpretation of it when the card is reversed is how about you pay attention to yourself and not to the gossip, not to the conversations, not to anything that is happening around you. Don't let anything steal your peace of mind, because this is like somebody stealing your peace of mind, making you uneasy, etc. Or maybe yourself. Maybe you're doing that to yourself. I don't know. But when the card comes reverse, again, I will tell you, you need to be a little bit more selfish. Please don't believe the hype that you have to kill your ego and ego is not a good thing. And if you're spiritual, you shouldn't have ego. That is lies. Those are lies. Um, what we ought to do is have a very healthy relationship with our ego because our ego is present in our life for a reason. It helps us regulate our mind. There are a bunch of videos on YouTube about the ego, and the super ego. I highly recommend you all Google stuff and watch. But anyway, hi, Rahizi. That was the first card, right? To be a little bit scratch this way, be egotistical, or look out for you before you can look out for anybody else. The second card, excuse me, allergies. The second card is very much in tune with the first card, is the card of the moon, and is telling us to be very, very, very quiet and still and go inside and go into our deep intuition. I'm looking at the calendar. The full moon wasn't that long ago. It's about to change face on Thursday. The way I practice, that doesn't have to be the way you practice, the way I practice. If the moon hasn't changed quarter, we still have the energy of the last phase. And in my opinion, the way I practice, we still have full moon energy going around. If you don't believe that, that's fine. You don't have to believe like I believe. I sometimes don't even believe like I believe. But anyway, this full moon energy that, in my opinion, is still lingering around is telling us to be very, very, very in tune with our intuition, right? We are intuitive people. And what we can do to wake up our intuition is to be quiet and to listen and to find clues, find how are you communicating with your higher self, your intuition. um, how is your psychic ability, intuition manifesting in you. Not everybody's intuition speaks the same way. Hello, Lalsi Boob and Silverlet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Not everybody's intuition works the same way. And I think it's important that we learn to listen and we learn the cues. We learn how our higher self, divine self, mystic self, whatever you want to call it, speak to us. And once you find out that language, then it's easier. It begins speaking louder. Mm. So that them are the tarot cards for today. In a nutshell, be about yourself. Make it about yourself. Don't worry about anything and anyone else around you. That was the Seven of Swords reverse. And then the second card being the moon is telling us to really look inside and to connect with our intuitive self and to be silent. For those of you who do magic, you know, to be silent, which is not necessarily being silent, not speaking, but it's more about being still and connected intuitively with your higher self. Again, in my opinion, the opinions shared in this channel are those of the presenter only, and they are not to be instructed on you. If you wish to follow those opinions, that is your personal decision. That's a disclaimer that I just made up on my head. I was telling you about the goddess, online goddess circle last night. It was so beautiful, guys. It was so beautiful. We had 7 people. We once again have somebody signing on from Peru, which is really exciting. And that's all I'm telling about the circle because, you know, confidentiality is the number one uh, behavior request for the circle. We do very, very confidential circles and they're beautiful. You know, people come with all their vulnerability, with all their heart open, and it was just beautiful. I didn't have to lead the meditation, somebody else led the meditation. It was just darling. And the healing that happened through the circles. And yes, it was very nice to see that person from Peru on video. Sometimes their bandwidth, literally bandwidth, doesn't work. But anyway, if you've never been to a goddess circle, I highly, highly recommend. It's not me preaching and teaching. It's all of us sharing. And they are beautiful. Salud. Let's see what the Gospel of Aradia has for us today. And I'm so happy that I'm here with y'all because I miss you Friday. Oh my goodness. Where's my box? Euphoria said I had to miss this one. I finished 15 hours of coaching training in the past weekend. That's a lot of coaching training. That's a lot of work. What am I doing? I just put the booklet away. Folks, I need to concentrate. Okay, we have synergy. Synergy as the message of today. Another full moon on the image. Just saying. Do you believe that the full moon energy lingers for 7 days, or when do you believe that it cuts off? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me when you believe that the full moon energy cuts off. Is it at the 7-day mark? It is at the 3-day mark. It doesn't cut off ever. What say you? Tell me in the comments while I read the synergy. We cannot always achieve big goals on our own. Joining with others can substantially magnify our efforts. Ask for support from those you trust. Relationships should add to your power and joy, never drain them. Be aware of those who are a drain and you on you and remove yourself from their company. Greater than the pieces, more than if we stand alone. Magic, it is more than doubled, more than flesh, more than bone. Bring a piece of you, add it to a piece of me. We don't just get double, we get more than the power of three, which is what happens at the moon circles, at the online goddess circles. It's the magic of the collective. Richard says at the dark moon, that's when the full moon energy is gone. And Euphoria says, it still lingered for me. I felt like I could conjure hell and fury while simultaneously healing my body. Same here, it lingers for 2 days, says Silverlet. Um, it varies for people, right? It's different for everybody. I believe it changes on the next phase, which is necessarily 7 days. But if I'm doing magic, if I'm working spells, 3 days, you know. Hello, La Dancy Nancy. But listen to this about synergy. It really reminds me of the online goddess circles. It really does. I promise you. We cannot always achieve big goals on our own. Joining with others can substantially magnify our efforts. Ask for support from those you trust. Relationships should add to your power and joy, never drain them. Be aware of those who are a drain on you and remove yourself from their company. Here comes the little spell, which is beautiful. Greater than the pieces, more than if we stand alone. Magic, it is more than doubled, more than flesh, more than bone. Bring in a piece of you, add it to a piece of me. We don't just get double, we get more than the power of three. That is the magic of the online goddess circle, and that is the magic of the gospel of Aradia for today. And I think that is beautiful. So I have a big announcement to make for you guys, specifically for people whom are here in Chicago. We have a new workshop happening on November 10th at 12 o'clock at Papalocali, Pilsen. For those who've never been, is right in Pilsen. For those who have been to Papalocali, you know where it is. And it's going to be Fortuna's Embrace. Fortuna's Embrace, healing our relationship with wealth. Um, Part of the workshop is I want to do also witchy, very, very witchy workshops, not just indigenous. It's hard to separate the two of them when you're indigenous, but anyway. Um, so a very, very witchy workshop, Fortuna's Embrace, healing our relationship with wealth. And we're doing that in November for a number of reasons. First of all, we need it. Well, we all need a better relationship with wealth, but also because the so-called Thanksgiving, um, my goal is for us to tune in into the energy of wealth and abundance without having to perpetuate the lion colonizer BS of Thanksgiving. Now, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, you do you, my love. But we're going to have that workshop where we're going to be talking about Fortuna, our relationship with money, healing our relationship with wealth and abundance, and talking about community and talking about activism. Because magic, though it can be done individually, I truly, wholeheartedly believe that when we come together as community, then things get done better. And if you've been to prior workshops, you do get a special discount. And early bird is happening right now. So go to bluewitch.org, go to the events, find the event, and get your ticket, which is discounted right now because early bird, early bird. Mm. So, hi, ex Biologica and Frisia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Last card for today. Um, and if you haven't gone to bluewitch.org, please do. Our dear Andrea and Sani are really working really, really hard to make it look so beautiful. So bluewitch.org, you can book me there for readings as well. We have the last oracle card for today is from the Halloween Oracle. The ancestors are already coming around. May they let us see what needs to be seen. These allergies are kicking my ass. We have the apple. The apple. Um, risk and reward. Ooh. Have you ever bought for apples? I never bought for apples. Never have. It's not part of our culture in Mexico, so I never did it. I see that some people used to do it here in the United States. Have you ever? Have you ever bought for apples? And is it fun? Is it as fun as it looks? So, excuse me. Should you receive this apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want change but are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much too often? Wow, that is really a mouthful. There's a lot of food for thought in this apple business. I'm going to read it again very slowly, and then we're going to go to the rhyme, right? To the little spell. But I think this is very interesting, guys, is asking lots of good questions. That's a lot to take in for sure, Richard. So I'll read it again. You know, we leave this video up as a reel. You can come back to it in a few minutes, okay? Should you receive this apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Here comes the questions. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want change but are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much too often? That's a lot of introspection. Thank you, Apple. The rhyme, the message, the magic. Here it comes. Sweetest icon, risky red desire, poison and freedom, tempting hearts the fire. We're going to read it again. Sweetest icon, risky red desire, poison and freedom, tempting hearts afire. What? I, when we were at the witches' night out, I was telling ladies, I try not to go too deep into these readings. Like I really wanna. It's the coffee break. It's just for fun. And these messages are like boom. Which is what happens at the Witches Night Out. You know, it's like a charity event and the readings are just for fun. But some of those messages are, and in this time of the year, I will say this until I die, um, the messages get a little louder. And I truly believe it's because the ancestors are busy whispering in our ears. So, anyway, I will see you all on Wednesday. I will not see you on Friday because guess what? I will be at Circle Sanctuary. There might be a Circle Sanctuary takeover on my social media. I don't know. I can promise you. But Andrea is coming with me to Circle, so she might just grab my phone and, you know, do certain things. Anywho, thank you so much for being here to everyone. Thank you, Euphoria, as well for being here, for everyone that signed on the 71 days left in 2024 to make your impact. Yes, and make every day count. Thank you all for being here. I will see you on Wednesday. And until we meet again, never forget that you are loved. And if you want to go to the Fortuna's Embrace workshop, early bird ends October 28th. So run, don't walk to get your tickets. To get them discounted right now. They're at 75. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Silverlet. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.